He went to go visit her today to ask for a divorce.
So he can marry you, I suppose. Man's even a bigger fool than I thought.
I'm assuming that you'll want to say a few words at the memorial.
You know, I'd rather not speak ill of the dead in public anyway, so let's just skip the eulogy, shall we?
5 o'clock already?
Somewhere, just like you taught me.
Yeah, well, I suppose you do have cause to celebrate, because I'm lifting the contingencies in your trust fund. Yeah, with a small caveat, of course, that you invested all in the company along with your share of your mother's inheritance.
Or we could just set it all on fire.
Well, if that's the case, then rich or poor, we're going to have to live with that for the rest of our lives. I, for one, prefer the former.
My inheritance is gone.
All of it?
Dad had a judge declare me mentally unfit.
Oh, that pig is even more despicable than I ever imagined.
I'm going to be an aunt.
Oh, God, don't tell me that your brother impregnated Emily Thorne.
It's not Daniel.
Return of the vivacious and elusive Miss Emily Thorne. Well, she's a much more suitable match than the delightful, if frothy little confection Ashley Davenport.
Yeah, well, at least Ashley's smart enough not to cheat on me.
Is she now?
He was up early this morning poring over your financials. Something about the numbers not adding up.
Was he using a calculator or his fingers? Who the hell's this?
Conrad, it's Victoria.
Is this some kind of a joke?
Oh, you wish. The next few moments are going to be the most important seconds of your miserable life. You are going to do exactly as I say, or I will haunt you all the way to your last pathetic day on Earth.
So it's true. Even the devil himself didn't want you.
The only devil here is you.
So what's next?
Hit me. This is your one and only shot, so do it like a man. If it's even possible.
Oh, dear. Nothing would give me greater pleasure. What a lovely tableau. Mother and son reunited. I'm sorry if I spilled the proverbial beans, my pet. I think I just got caught up in the whole affair. Would you consider it a small price to pay for publicly branding me a cuckold? I so look forward to you resuming your wifely duties, dear.
Oh, well, if that threat has any merit, you and I will be dead before then.
I don't think you could have made my bride more beautiful without inviting the wrath of the gods.
A gun? How romantic.
And if ever I can't protect you, I want to know that you can protect yourself.
And here I thought you were offering me a way out of this.
Never.
You contemplating waiting out to sea and never coming back?
No, no, why go to the trouble of killing myself when there are so many others lining up to do it for me?
You and I are already doomed. Let them think we're laying down. And when the time comes, I say we drag them to hell with us.
A clue, perhaps, as to what the hell you're talking about?
See for yourself. You have wormed your way into the very nadir of repugnance. Sex with your son's girlfriend? Really, Conrad?
You and I were divorced.
Oh, so you say. It could have happened this morning for all I know.
Oh, what are you suggesting? That fidelity is one of your strong points? And as for Daniel, he had yet to commence his misguided relationship with dear Miss Davenport. Well, if they sold stock in irony, I would be richer than the Sultan of Brunei. I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
That's how it's gonna be, is it?
Oh, yeah, Daniel, this is pretty much exactly how it's going to be. You stole my company. If there's anything else you're after, you're just going to have to steal that, too. Speaking of lost assets, looks like Takeda's boy's following right in your footsteps. That Emily's a real man-eater. Does no one answer a phone anymore? Seems we have a rather extraordinary problem on our hands.
I'll go first.
What on earth have you done?
Sweetheart, are you all right?
What kind of question is that?
Of course he is. We all are, my dear, thanks to you.
How are we gonna live with this?
Like we always do. We go about our lives as if nothing ever happened.
What about Amanda Clarke?
Poor girl. She chose the wrong enemy.
This really is business as usual for you two, isn't it?
Started shouldering some responsibility.
What, like you shouldered the responsibility for bringing down that plane 20 years ago? Oh, wait, you let David Clarke do that for you. So tell me, who's gonna be shouldering the responsibility for the murder of Helen Crowley? Amanda Clarke. Are you serious? She is Charlotte's sister, for God's sake.
What she is a vicious opportunist who has unleashed holy hell on this family for 1.5 years. She could give a damn about Charlotte. Only her twisted vendetta against us.
Yeah, vendetta that's completely justified.
Perhaps.
All part of the plan? Exactly how much blood are you two comfortable with? Because I just hit my limit.
Did you kill Amanda Clarke?
Good morning to you, too, Miss Davenport. Mathis is a common parasite.
Would you say the same about David Clarke? Or his daughter? I know ruining lives is in your DNA, but I'm not allowing another innocent person to pay the price for our sins.
Guilt is a bottom feeder. Can't be drowned in your afternoon tumbler.
Oh, I'm sorry if I can't reconcile the taking of a life as easily as you. The name Amanda Clarke keeps ringing in my ears.
Well, then we have something in common. But where you let it consume you, your mother and I have chosen to resurrect her.
Oh, by slapping her name on a charity.
Also a bit of good born of tragedy. And which did, by the way, help me sleep a little better. Hopefully, a similar gesture will do the same for you.
And what exactly is in my future? The Aiden Mathis Fund.
We do what we do, not for ourselves, but for something beyond ourselves. Me for the family I already had, and you for the family I'd like to imagine is in your future.
I suggest that you consult an online dictionary for the meaning of the word.
From your loving son. Well, we can be certain that that's not Daniel. And here I thought I knew all the skeletons in your closet by name.
It's nothing, Conrad.
3 words that never quelled out Victoria.
I try to keep the ghosts out. They always force their way back in. The cavalier way that you exploit my personal pain is appalling.
Well, if you've been suffering with your choices all these years, my dear, I'm only happy I was able to provide you with a comfortable place in which to agonize in style.
Deranged. If you think that I'm going to sit by your side on live TV while I expose my personal life to shore up your voting base.
I suggest that you be on the chopper at 5.
And I suggest that you go to hell.
No. Before you turn me to stone with that look, you left me with little choice, my dear.
And you have left me with a little bit of a migraine.
Victoria, I'm sorry for the ambush, but I implore you, would you do this for me?
My God, you really do want this.
Oh, second only to how much I've always wanted you.
Well, you can only have one of those. Never fear, Conrad. I'll assist you in your rise to power.
If you're thinking of jumping, allow me to assist you.
I'm in no mood for your gallows humor.
It's ironic, considering how you hanged my reputation tonight.
Your reputation.
Well, there's a sight for sore eyes. Haven't I always said my children can light up a room? I believe it was Yogi Berra who once said it's like deja vu all over again.
She's in it with him, you fool. Oh, my poor Conrad. Yet another female conquest hell-bent on your destruction. It's like deja vu all over again.
There's gotta be a mistake.
Oh, there is, and I am done looking at it. Stay the hell away from my daughter, or your ability to procreate will be nothing but a distant memory.
The only reason you have a life is because you're my son, and I wasn't about to let them kill you yesterday. I was powerless to stop it. Mitigating the collateral damage was my only option, and thankfully it proved to be an effective one.
This is what you call mitigating damage. Have you lost your damn mind?
Compared to the initiative's previous acts of terror, this was a triumph! No lives were lost, including yours. And for that, you are entirely in my debt.
Excuse me if I skip the champagne.
Daniel, he's far from innocent.
You know, I don't take joy in destroying the lives of others, innocent or not. You're completely alone now. Exactly what you deserve.
There is no initiative, my dear. There never was. Not really. You see, when catastrophe strikes, the public spends money. Lots of it. And if one were able to anticipate such disasters, they'd stand to make a fortune. Of course, predicting these acts of God is impossible. Unless, of course, one decides to play God.
That's despicable even for you.
To triple our previous wealth, and our hands remain clean.
Not mine. You led me to believe that Daniel was in danger all summer. I committed murder to protect him.
You'd probably be buried beside Helen Crowley
Do you
right now.
expect me to thank you?
No, I expect you to perform the role of devoted wife like you never have before. You failed to do so and prepare to return to the penniless squalor from whence I plucked you. Oh, the Hellcat I married rears her day-class A head. You be sure to leave her at home when you join me on stage tonight, once you've come to your feeble senses.